Vienna. I'm working in Switzerland as a pastoral assistant. It's like a pastor. I teach the children in religion, and sometimes we talk about Hinduism and Buddhism and Christian religion, but I have good experience. And it's my first time here in Nepal, and yeah, it's very interesting. I'm a little bit overwhelmed in everything. I think I'm not really arrived here, but it's coming. Yes. It's interesting to see what the people here are doing with the candles, and what my children at school do with candles. It's similar, and I think
you mean the butter lamp?
The soul of whole human works similar all over the world.
My name is François. In Switzerland I do the same work like Beat. We studied together. One important part is also to help young people to find her first decision for their work life, in which direction they go. Yeah, and important interest for me is to know who I am, what is life, what is God, and for many years I follow a teacher in Vedanta. In India, I was twice in India, and also in Switzerland I know a Vedanta teacher. And yes, it's very important for me, because this wisdom is universal. And I'm Christian, but even in Christianity, the main, the basic is the same. It's yeah.
Through the brief introduction that you have given about yourself, I can guess that you are people who are deeply interested in spirituality, life, because in the world nothing is more precious than life. Life is most precious. Human being is the most important element in the universe. So people should be interested in human science. I always believe that the science, everything is moving with science. Everything is moving with science. What is science? Application is science. Application is science. Any knowledge you can apply in your practical life, any knowledge that helps you to grow is called science, Vigyan. In Sanskrit it's called Vigyan. Gyan means knowledge, Vigyan means specific knowledge, specific knowledge. So this science, generally we think that phenomenal science. We see the phenomenal world. We have chemistry, we have physics, we have botany, we have biology, we have so many branches of science concerning the world. But then again I say the most important part of nature is human being. And what is the science about human being? We have science about trees, we have science about animals, we have science about geology, earth, we have science about chemicals. But what about the science about human being? The science of human being is called Vedanta. 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 Veda. In Sanskrit. Veda means Vedanta, just as he said. Yeah. You must have heard the name of Veda. Veda, everybody heard. I think in the world, everybody has heard Veda. Vedas are few books, big books, these big books. But Veda is not just book. Books are like a map. They're like a map. A map is not the place. It helps to go to the place and little bit help. Reality, the map cannot show you everything. So Vedas, books are a little help. But Veda means knowledge, wisdom. The wisdom with which the universe is being regulated, human life is being regulated, human mind is being regulated, soul is being existing and functioning. So this science is called Veda. Veda. And Veda is a matter of realization. Veda is not just a matter of reading. Even I say, if you talk about Bible, Bible is a matter of realization. Because every word in the Bible, it speaks to realize, seekest thou first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all this will be added unto thee. So this is a matter of seeking. It is a great courage that you are seeking the kingdom of God. What is kingdom of God? You name it in any way, but it is something existing beyond darkness. Darkness of mind, it is existing light. So Veda is a description of the way through which you will move and reach this goal. That is Vedanta, human science. Human being, every human being is like a universe, vast universe. Even you do not know what is there in you. Every day you have to face yourself. Every day you face yourself. Every day your mind gives you ideas and you just try to reckon what ideas have come to you. So that way, you yourself is a vast universe, endless universe. Like we don't know what is there in a big river or what is there in the ocean. So individuals, I cannot know you so much and you yourself cannot know you so much. But you have to discover. You have to discover yourself. Everybody has to discover himself or herself. That is the most important thing. And this process is a long process and very difficult process. So individual has his body, a very complicated body, very sensitive body. It works by itself. Unbelievable. It's like quantum theory. Moves everything but does know who is moving this, you know. So the body has an intelligence. It understands if there is something wrong, body starts telling you, oh, there is wrong. So pain comes. Pain means its word, its language is pain. It gives you a little pain to get you know that we are not doing something wrong, something right. So that way body has its own language. The senses have its own work. Senses. You hear, you see, you smell, you taste. How you don't know but you do it. How you don't know but you do it. This is a very strange kind of thing. How our legs functioning, our hands functioning, eyes functioning, we don't know but it is functioning. So this has to be discovered. And then comes the mind, unbelievable thing, bigger than an ocean. So many kinds of thoughts, unbelievable thoughts. Then comes the intelligence. Then comes the bodhi. Dhi means fine intelligence. The intelligence which can understand something beyond senses. General intelligence understand within senses. You can understand money, you can understand house, you can understand science, this, that. But Dhi, which is refined intelligence, which understands what is divine, what is the eternity, what is the supreme existence, cosmic consciousness. These things could be understood by Dhi. And when this Dhi is really purified, pointed and cultivated, then you become Bodhi. You know Bodhi. Bodhi means complete realization. So this is human science. Spirituality is complete human science. And this is the most important science. Why? Because phenomenal science is very helpful for time and space. Time, space and person. You communicate, you can move, you can do work quickly, you can save time, that much. But you cannot transcend time. Time and space and person, you cannot transcend it. The phenomenal science will help you to communicate within time and space, but cannot help you to transcend. Transcendental knowledge has to come from spirituality. So Vedanta, the word Vedanta means the final Veda, the final knowledge. When you know yourself, then it becomes Vedanta. Anta means final. Veda Anta is the acme, is the zenith point of knowledge, wisdom, that you know yourself. Like Schopenhauer says that they are the product of the highest wisdom. Upanishads are the product of the highest. Upanishads are called Vedanta. So this is the thing. Now if you have specific questions, I would like to entertain that. My language is clear to you?
Yes.
Do you understand what I speak?
Yeah.
Yes. It's not my mother tongue. You understand? English is not my mother tongue. As it is not yours, so it's not mine. But anyway, more than language, ideas are important. So if you understand, it is wonderful. So if you have any question,
Maya, you wanted to know something on the guitar or something like that?
No, I think I have another question. Why do we think that life moves in another way? When life moves in a way, we have in everything too much. We do too much, we work too much, we eat too much, we think too much, we do everything too much.
yes.
Why do you think it's longing this way? In this direction? We could be clever.
This is one thing. Okay. It is said that in human life there are three things. If you take it that everybody seeks happiness. Everybody seeks happiness. You do not go to a place where you have no happiness. You do not talk things in which you have no happiness. You do not eat things that doesn't give you some sort of happy feeling. So everybody is seeking happiness in the world. Nobody accepts uneasiness, misery. So they give a definition. What is happiness and what is misery? What is sukha? What is dukkha? Sukha, in Sanskrit is called sukha. Su means nice, beautiful. Kha means space. Your mind becomes like space, sukha. And dukkha means bad space, full of clouds. So it is dukkha. Dukkha means misery. Misery means a lot of clouds in your mind. Sukha means sky is clear and you are happy. So this happiness and misery, the definition is that anukula bedaniyam sukham. At a particular space, at a particular place, at a particular time, at a particular situation, anything is favorable to you is happiness. Anything is favorable to you. Favorable, you understand? You like, you feel good. You feel good. Like this atmosphere is favorable to us. Good. It's not too hot, not too cold. You are comfortable here, I hope. So this is sukha. This is happiness. It needs time, space, person, situation. It's all unneeded. For instance, when we were children, used to go to school, we would come from the school and run to the field, having little snack, would run to the field for kicking football. Now if now somebody says that we will give you $1 million per month and go and kick football every day, I would say, keep your money with you, I have no time. Because person is changed. Person is changed. So our feeling of happiness is also changed. Here you are with a dress, but just now if you are put in a helicopter and taken to Gosaikunda, the peak of Himalaya, this dress will not be enough for you. It will be uncomfortable. Or if with this dress you are taken to Calcutta now, you have to take off the sweater. So change of place also changes. A cold drink could be very good there, and here a warm drink will be good for you. So the idea is that sukha and dukkha, happiness, misery, they come and go, and sometimes happiness converts to misery, and sometimes misery is converted to happiness. One example, like you have a friend and you are a deep friend, close friend, but whenever you see him, her or him, you have become happy. Oh, hello, how are you? But for some reason you have some difference of opinion. So when you have difference of opinion, then we all know him. When he comes in the room, we say, hello, how are you, Jack? And you say, where from this nonsense have come here? In nuisance. So it was one day pleasing to you, and now today that person is not pleasing to you because of the difference of mind. So things come, happiness, misery, you work hard and ultimately you get happiness, some elements. You walk a lot and then come and rest, you get happiness. So misery, sometimes deliberately taken, brings you happiness, and happiness, if you are attached to, misery is sure to come. Because happiness has limitation. Happiness is like this. It starts tapering. It starts, you first in this thing, you think that is wonderful, slowly it comes to a point you cannot go further. As you have said, you excessive eating, excessive sleeping, everything excessive. But then again, this happiness that people are seeking are of three kinds. Take care. One is called modh, other is called pramod. Modh, physical happiness. You are hot, you take a shower, you get modh. You are sleepy, you take a nap, you are modh. You have modh. You are hungry, you take some food, you have modh. But then again, you cannot be satisfied with that alone. If somebody is given enough food, enough materials, everything, but he cannot be satisfied with that. He has a mind. His mind must get food. So you see a story on the television, a news on the television, a speech, read a book, and painting, music, all sorts of things, pramod. It gives you pramod. So for human being, it's like a bird in the space, two wings are needed to fly. One wing cannot do. Modh, pramod. Physical happiness, mental happiness. Physical happiness, mental happiness. This way you fly in the space, in the world, in the space. Your soul flies that way. But these two, physical and mental happiness, will not lead you to conclusion. Will not lead you to any destination. What you need is joy, spiritual joy. That is the tail of the bird, the rudder, the steering. If there is no tail, two wings will lead you nowhere. So the tail takes it. Here go, there go, and go reach the wing. So spirituality provides you a kind of joy, a kind of sensation, a kind of experience which is above time, space, happiness, misery, old age, young age, so on and so forth. All the psychological, impositions that you are hemmed with, you are surrounded with, it breaks it and comes here to the open space. Here is neither your family nor your I and mine. This is mine, that is this. The universe is too big. So you feel a sort of expansion within you. And that joy is much superior than attachment to petty things. But then again, you ought to stay here in this world. This is the foundation. Foundation is not everything. If you make a foundation of a house, you cannot be satisfied completely, however strong the foundation be. Why? Because if rain comes, foundation will not save you. If the wind comes, foundation will not save you. You have to have the structure. So life is the foundation upon which you create the structure of your spirituality, your knowledge, your wisdom, your experience. For that, you need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to work, you need to move. So that's why in the Gita, it is very clearly said, the person who eats much cannot be a yogi. The person who does not eat at all cannot be a yogi. The person who sleeps much cannot be a yogi. The person who sleeps not at all, keeps busy, he cannot be a yogi. The person who doesn't work at all cannot be a yogi. The person who works hard all day and night cannot be a yogi. So moderation is needed. Moderation. And that moderation, how to understand? You can ask me, how to understand this moderation? I like to eat so much. How to understand moderation? In that case,
he doesn't understand the word moderation.
Moderation. Balance. Moderation means this much is enough for me. That's moderation. You understand this much is enough for me. And how to understand that this is enough for me? By spirituality. Because your main measurement is your spiritual happiness. Every day you sit and your mind, your channel is clean and your Kundalini functions, your emotion gets up, ecstasy gets up towards the divine ecstasy, and you come in touch with God, and your body thrills, and your body becomes a divine. You feel that a divinity playing in you. This is fine. Then you understand, I have eaten good quantity. I have slept well. I have done work well. But if you have worked hard, you're tired, and you sit and you feel sleepy. If you've eaten well, you say, wow, wow, and stomach this. No meditation will come. So that's why if you have practiced meditation, as it was the ancient India, in India from the 5, when he was 5 years old boy, from there the meditation starts. Pranayama, yoga, meditation. So he understands how much food would be good for him, how much sleep would be good. Because main importance is meditation and realization. Meditation and realization. So if realization and meditation is obstructed by food, by sleep, then he becomes like an animal. He becomes like an animal. So that way, moderation of food has to be learned. Moderation of sleep, moderation of action, that is most important. And Buddha, in the case of Buddha, he first enjoyed food, women, this, that, and then came out. And then he started fasting. And he became skeleton, emaciated his body, made thin. Then he understood, no, I have become weak. How can I realize this vast thing? It's not possible. And then enjoyment makes my energy depleted. How can I realize that vast thing? Ball. So he understood middle way. Take as much as necessary, sleep as much necessary, talk as much necessary, walk every day, work every day. Walk every day, work every day. And that way, then he understood, oh, now I am very happy. Meditation automatically coming. So that is important. So I think I have answered your question that the purpose of life is important. What is the purpose of your life? Your life is regulated by the purpose. If your purpose is money, the money will give you something, but not everything. Purpose is position, you will get something. If purpose is health, okay, you get little health, but health is not eternal. It will be not all the time. Otherwise, rhinos could be very great yogis, or banyan trees could be great yogis. They don't have even cold or cough. So, health is needed for yoga, communication, divine communication. That is why you are here for. That is why you are made of. Different than the other species. You can stand up, you can sit upright, you can express yourself, you can do all classical things, beautiful things. Animals cannot do that. And your hands can work, and no animals have hands, and the monkeys have hands but for catching only, and nothing to do. So that way you are made particularly, you are a river near the ocean, confluence. So you are vast. You have so much of things, but the mountain, river, small rivulet will not have anything. But you have so much. That's why highest thing you should aim at. Your aim is to know the Supreme. The realization of the Supreme is the very purpose behind the creation. Your existence is for the realization of the Supreme. That aim, after having this aim in you, and every time you think of it, then enjoy the world. Nobody says that don't enjoy the world. You have eyes to see, you have hands to touch, you have tongue to taste, ears to hear. Nobody stops you, but your aim should be there. The vehicle must know that where I have to reach. And then in the middle he can, in small stations, can stay and have a drink, have some food, see something. No problem. But you have to aim. When your aim is there, your psychology builds accordingly. Automatically your soul will draw you. Come on. Don't be stuck there. Come on, further. Your work is still, go on. Charaibiti, move on. Keep moving. But if your aim is very small, then you go and stuck. Oh, I wanted money, I got money, now what to do with this so much of money? I only eat a piece of bread and nothing else. I cannot go on eating my money. So aim has to be created. There should be an ideal in the life. This is what the Vedanta says over and over again. That you are here to realize the same universal consciousness that is existing in you. It is existing in you. You have two consciousness. You have two consciousness, one consciousness, but it plays two roles. One is a bird, one is a bird which eats fruit, and the other bird doesn't eat fruit but watch. So universal consciousness in you, watching you in the tree or body, and the other bird is eating fruit. I have this, I have that, I want this, I want that, I, that pressure. So when you have misery, look at that bird through meditation. Praise him, think of it constantly, and you see that you are delivered. Delivered from misery, delivered from unhappiness, delivered from all sorts of distractions. Am I clear? Two birds. The analogy is like this. It is said in the Veda, Dva suparna sauja sakhaya samanang brikshe parishasya jate tayaranna pippalam swadoti anashtananna vichakushiti. In Sanskrit, in the Veda it is written, Dva suparna, two beautiful birds. Dva, two suparna, beautiful birds. Samane brikshe, in the same tree. Parishasya jate, they are existing, they are living in the same tree. Sauja Sakhaya, they are friendly by nature and they have the similar nature. They have the similar nature to both the birds, they are not opposite nature. Not like sparrow or buzzard, falcon. They are of similar nature, they are both beautiful, they are living in the same tree, and one of the bird is eating fruit. Tayarunna pippalam, very tasty fruit. Swaduvatti, tasty fruits, they are eating. And the Anashtananna Vichakushati, other bird does not eat and it Abhichakushiti, it is watching only, it watches. So this is this picture. And then it is said, Samane brikshe purusha nimagna nishaya sochati moyavana. In the same tree, the bird which was eating fruit, he starts lamenting in the course of time. After eating much fruit, it starts lamenting. It starts worries, taken over by worries, grief. Justam jadonnamishamishya, when it starts worshipping the other bird, thinking of the other bird, look at it with respect and regard and start thinking of it. And starts to understand Mahimanamiti, starts to understand the glory of it. That this bird that is near me, which doesn't eat fruit, is very glorious, enormous, full of joy by itself. No need of any fruit, but it is joyous by itself, complete by itself. When this is, you understand, you start to realize, when the other bird starts realizing this, Bita Shoka, his miseries are gone. Bita means gone, Shoka means misery. Miseries are gone. So this is the story, analogy given for human being, and human body is like a tree of many branches with so many kinds of nerve system, so many bones and so many branches. So this nerve in this body, there are two birds. One is all the time busy with I and mine. Nothing he can take. Land he cannot take. House he cannot take. Car he cannot take. Money cannot take. But say it is mine. It is mine. It is mine. He is enjoying this mine. And when he starts looking at the other bird, which says no mine, everything is his and nothing is his, then he starts getting, because human soul has the inductive power. Inductive is inductive. You know the magnet and iron, near the magnet, iron becomes magnet. So the soul, whatever you think, you become like that. Whatever you think, you become like that. Your wavelength becomes similar. So if you have a vast wavelength, slowly expand your wavelength. So expansion is life and contraction is death. So yoga, I always believe that two things are regulating the world. Two things. As already I have said, science, this is a great science. One is Dharma. Dharma is regulating the world. This whole world is regulated. Your existence is because of Dharma. And second thing is yoga. How? You may ask me, how it is? You see, Dharma means characteristic. Characteristic. This is a notebook. What is notebook? It helps you to write. It helps you to write. So its dharma is to help you to write. So it is useful. So I kept it here. If it would not help me to write, it would sleep. My pen is sleeping. I would have to throw it away. This is the camera. Its dharma is to take your photograph, take your video. If you do not take it, we would not be showing you here, there. You have a glass, and why glass? Because it helps you to see. You have a watch because its dharma is to give you time. A spoon is dharma, is to feed you. A cuckoo, coo, 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 and the crow, ka, ka, ka. But if a crow in the morning starts saying coo, coo, you said he has gone mad. A cat starts playing with a mouse. You say, oh, what is this? A dog sees a thief, a bandit, and starts wagging tail. You say, oh, get out. So every element, every human being, right from the sand to sun, right from the bacteria to elephant, everybody is expressing its dharma, and then existence is maintained. Otherwise you have no value. Everything is proving its value. What I am here for? My duty is this. You are here to listen from me, and I am here to listen from you. If we had nothing to speak, we are useless. We will be sitting at each other's face and sitting. No. So everything in the world is maintaining its existence, whatever you have, because of its dharma. So dharma, we say Christian, Hindu, Muslim, all these are schools. They are different schools anyhow. But the dharma is universal thing. Universal. Sun has the dharma. It gives you light. So it is existing. It is useful to us. Moon gives you coolness. So it is useful to you. Trees give you fruit. Gives you so many things. So it is useful to you. So everything in this world is with dharma. And then again, you say, how it is moving. The world is moving. World is a dynamic thing. It's constantly moving. It's called jagat. Jag means to move. Samsara, which is constantly changing. Constantly changing. In that, yoga. I say yoga. Yoga means combination. Everything is moving with combination. You take the seed, combine it with the soil, a tree comes. Tree is not seen in the seed, but you join it and a tree comes in. You take some rice, little water and adequate fire, it makes rice. So your duty is to help the combination. That much you can do. But the reaction is always from nature. Always from nature. So everything is moving with yoga. Everything, every moment. You take some color, paper and make it join together and becomes painting. So yoga is moving the world. Everything is with yoga, combination, permutation. And dharma shows your existence. If you are doing good dharma, human dharma, I talked about the animal's dharma, but human dharma is a special dharma. What is human dharma? To manifest humanity, to manifest joy. Not that human beings are not made in this world to be sick, to be sad, to be depressed, to live in the hospitals all life long, and the house makes a dispensary full of medicines. No, not for that. You are here to learn the science. Dharma is the highest science, the biggest science. And if you are really following the science properly, thoroughly, dedicatingly, you will see that you are different. You have become different. Impurities are gone and you are full of joy, full of enthusiasm. Nothing can depress you. There is no reason why you should be depressed here in this world of God. So this is dharma, this is yoga, I tell you. Now, they call it in astrology, in Hindu astrology, they call it yoga in many things. Like you have this yoga, you know. So putra yoga, the yoga of son. You had no son, you have got a son, or putra yoga. You had no wife, you have got a beautiful wife, or patni yoga. You have no husband, you have got a pati yoga. So there's many yogas are there. But these yogas have biyoga. These yogas are biyoga. Has union and separation. Union and separation. Money, you have got artha yoga, and then it can go from you. Son can go from you. Wife can go from you. That is why these are relative yoga, but the real yoga is your union with the divine. Your union with the divine. Your union with the divine. When you connect your heart, mind, your soul with the divine soul, then you have the real yoga, which will never have yoga. It will never deprive you. It will never cheat you. It is eternal. It will always pay you, till death, even after death. So that yoga is called yoga. So that yoga has to be developed. Dharma can be manifested in a human being by the science of yoga. And the yoga starts with certain paraphernalia. You can ask me, for eating we don't have to teach anybody. Nobody has to teach us how to eat. Nobody has to teach us how to sleep. Why yoga has to be taught? It is like this, that when you roll the water down, no training is needed. Even a child can push the bucket and take it down. But to take the water up, it needs some special thing. So for many, many thousands of years, people have the experience of eating, sleeping, getting children and all sorts of things. So they don't have to be taught thoroughly about it. But to have in communication with the divine, to make your consciousness lift up, to rouse it, to arouse, it needs some training. It needs some training, some concentration. Mind is all the time moving, constantly moving. And this is one big disease in the world, constantly mind moving. Such vast universe, such vast world, so many people, so much of things, but you are very much busy with the small, little 2 people, 3 people, 2 little property, little house, and all the time you are being. So this is not right. Every day you should practice to come out of all these little things. Yavai bhuma tat sukham. What is infinite, that is the happiness. Nalpe sukhamasti, in the little things there is no happiness. Bhumaiva sukham bhumattiva jigashitabba. In infinity alone the happiness exists. Therefore, if you are to seek something, if you are to ask for something, you have to know something, know that. So that is yoga. That is for human being is here, actually. People may deny, people do not, oh no, we don't know, we want money, this, that. Okay, you deny, but this science says, you come on, you will detour, and finally you will come here and say that, okay, I could not get anything, now give me something. Am I right or wrong? Am I speaking and you are understanding? Yes. So that science has to be cultivated. It is not just speech, it's not just book. All lifelong read books, you won't get it. Book is helpful, I told you, it is like a map. But you have to practice it. It's a hard practice. But once you are in it, it is the easiest thing in the world. It needs no money, it needs no friend, it needs nobody, only respect, regard. Your regard and your faith. If you have faith in God, faith in yourself, faith in the Guru, faith in the words of the great masters, you are here. You come. So spend as much time. You have seen the world well enough. I hope you are in a country which is affluent and well enough. Try to see the other part of life by working hard. I hope everybody has some experience. Everybody has some experience. But make the experience deeper, wider, bigger, and take the fruit. Reap the fruit as much you can before you leave the world. Because whatever you might have eaten, it will not give you anything. Whatever you might have worn, it will not give you anything. And if you want to see the world, you go on seeing, you will see nothing. See within. And see yourself also in that. See the same also in that. So that way, I think your outlook has to be changed. This outlook changing is yoga. How to change the outlook, make the outlook wider, expanded, mind concentrated, and feeling expanded. I think I might be speaking too much.